Hi guys, my name is Val, aka The Happy Lifter in case you don't know, and today I want to talk to you about motivation. I know I've talked about it before, but I thought that I would take it to a next level today because a lot of people ask me how I get motivated to go to the gym, and to be honest, even though I'm a highly motivated person, sometimes I don't feel like going either. But I have some tips and tricks, things I do to get me in the mood, to, get my brain right so that I can actually get there and do my thing. So today I'm going to share those with you, hoping that maybe they'll inspire you or that you can apply some of these and, get your ass to the gym. I think that the one common mistake that people make is that they set some goals, they have a fitness regimen in mind, and then they just kind of let it sit there. They don't actually recommit to it, they don't revisit it, they don't keep it in mind every day. I think this is something that I do specifically, when I don't feel like it. I recommit, I get myself in the game, I look at my goals, I look at what I want to achieve. When you first set your goals, you're so excited, you want to do all these things, but then, your motivation is going to fade after a while. And that's totally normal. And I recommit to my goals every single day. And I make an effort to reconnect to that one time when I set those goals and to that feeling inside so that, I can get motivated again, or at least just keep in mind what I wanted to achieve when I set those goals in the first place. And when I say I recommit every day, I mean start early. Whenever I wake up, I usually wake up around 5:20 a.m. And so I wake up, I pet the dog, I greet my dog, and then I pick up my phone. I know this is something that people say not to do, but for me this is really important because then I go on Instagram or on YouTube and I start looking at things that inspire me. For example, Instagram is like the first thing I look at, and because I follow a lot of fitness people and a lot of people who inspire me. So basically I wake up and I creep people. I know that sounds really weird, but these athletes have so much, inspiring stuff on their page. So I just go and I scroll through and I watch them, and it just really fires me up to start the day. I know some people advise against picking up your phone in the morning because, you're supposed to be journaling or something, and that works for some people, but for me, because I'm very visual, I'd rather look at people do amazing things and get really fired up and work on my motivation first thing when I get up. And then while I'm making breakfast, eating breakfast, getting ready, I'll watch some videos. I'll watch even, it doesn't have to be athletes in particular, because a lot of people inspire me just by doing a great job at what they do. And so sometimes I'll even listen to some podcasts, but usually the podcasts I reserve for later. I'll just watch some videos, watch people doing their thing, and just getting me really fired up about doing my own thing. And you can do that in all aspects of your life, basically. If you admire people for their business, if you admire people for their public speaking skills, watch them. Watch them first thing when you're getting ready for your day, and that way you're gonna live your day kind of with them in mind. And then, as I mentioned, I'll listen to some podcasts as I go to work. I take the bus, so it's like an hour commute there and back, and so I have a lot of time on my hands, which is great because I have a lot of podcasts I listen to, which I'm going to list in the description below so you can have a look and see if they inspire you as well. And if I'm not listening to podcasts, I'll listen to some music that just fires me up. Obviously, I'm going to work. I have a day job, so I'm not going straight to work out. But that's not the point. I want to get fired up so that I can do my job, and also I have energy after work to go to the gym. So then coming back from the gym, I'll either listen to other podcasts, maybe more sports oriented, or I'll listen to music that really gets me going. Like stuff, that gets your blood pumping and you kind of want to dance on the bus, but you can't. So that by the time I get home, I'm ready. Obviously, when I get home, sometimes I have to film videos or do other vlog things. But otherwise, if I'm really sore and I'm just getting dressed for the gym and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do this, I'll pick up my iPad and watch some really inspiring videos, especially CrossFit videos. I love CrossFit HQ. They make amazing videos. I love the quality of them, and they're really interesting because it's usually a mix of training, obviously, and beautiful settings, but also, they speak to the athletes, they ask them questions about their training regimen, what they eat, how they think, their mindset, and that gets me in the mood to do it for myself. So, especially if I'm not feeling it, like if I'm just out of it that day, watching other people do those things and maybe they're sore too. Like when you watch the documentaries about the games, people are really beat up, but they're still training, they're still going. That just gives me so much drive because I figure if they can do that, I can pick my own ass up and just go do that CrossFit class. Usually in the evening, I also do this thing where I set intentions for my workout. Depending on how I feel, what's sore, what we're doing, because I can see the workout before we go to class, I'll usually set some intentions, not expectations, because that can go really wrong. But setting intentions like I want to take this many breaths during my break, or I want to try and lift this weight for the workout, or I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna run the whole time. These things really matter when you're in the workout because you're going crazy, right? You're just like breathing, you're in it, you're out of shape maybe, and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing here? But if you set that intention, you're probably gonna remember it during your workout, and then you're gonna go, oh yeah, I said I was gonna do this, okay, let's try it. So that's something that I take with me to the gym. And then when I get in the car, I normally put on more music because I'm a very musical person, but you could pretty much listen to anything. But I think that drive to the gym is where you're supposed to shift your energy and get into that mood. So for me, it's really important to set the right mood and set the right energy for myself, because remember, you're responsible for the energy that you bring to the gym. No matter who is there, no matter what's going on in your day, no matter if you're lifting well or not, you should be able to set your energy right and not care about those things and just keep going. Because I feel responsible for my energy, I will set the tone during my drive so that when I get to the gym, I'm gonna be able to get out of my car and just go. And to be honest, sometimes even when I get to the gym, I'm like, oh fuck, what am I doing here? And that's normal, everybody goes through that. But usually what I'll do when I'm there, when I'm sitting in the parking lot, I'm like, okay, well I'm here, so what do I do? Because you don't want to have that thought when you're leaving home, because you may just walk back into the house. So I try and not have that thought until I get to the gym, and then my game plan is usually commit to one class. Commit to doing what they're doing. You can go lighter, you can do whatever, just do it. Just go through it, go through the motions. It doesn't have to be a hard day. You don't have to make it any harder than it has to be, but just go for it, just try it. And then if you feel good after one class, maybe you can do two, because sometimes I have that opportunity, I just don't want to take it. So commit to doing one thing. And if you're going to a gym without a class, let's say, commit to half an hour, because usually after a half an hour, you know if you want to keep going or not. Also, after doing half an hour of work, you're probably going to feel a lot better than if you had turned around in the parking lot, you know? So that's one thing that I do. Sometimes if I'm not doing a class, and I'll just do half an hour and just go, and I feel so much more accomplished, and I feel like I actually, got further in my fitness goals and my fitness journey than if I had sat on my ass all day. So those are things that, they're like mind games that you have to play with yourself sometimes, and they work. And this concludes my walkthrough of my day, my tips and tricks, the things I do to get myself motivated and fired up to go to the gym. I mean, when I get there, whatever happens, happens, right? But at least I got myself there, I got myself pumped, and I got myself in the right mindset to achieve greatness, and I think that's really important. And I hope that you can apply these things, and I hope you can find what works for you, and the little mind games maybe that help you get yourself out there and do whatever the fuck you want after that. Also, drop me a line in the comments if this actually helped you, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It's really important to me. See you later, guys. Bye!
Oh, this you crazy mother.